Hi, this is Political News in 5, and today is November 27, 2022. I'm Aisha Osori. Now I'm starting with the state of the states. Last week, a court of appeal ruled in favor of Senator Aisha Binani, confirming that she's APC's gubernatorial candidate for Adamawa. Now, this is huge because one, she's one of only a handful of women who have ever won the gubernatorial ticket for a major party. The last person to do so was late Senator Aisha Al-Hassan, another Aisha, who won the APC's ticket for Taraba. It's also huge because of who she beat, not only at the primaries, but at the courts, because Nuri Badu failed at the primaries and now he's failed at the courts, even though he has allegedly the support of Aisha Buhari, the first lady, who's also from Adamawa. Let's hope that this is the end of the lawsuits. Now, while all eyes are on the presidential candidates, we really should be scrutinizing who might emerge or who is going to emerge as governor in the 28 states that are up for grabs in the 2023 elections. Last week, there was a delightful thread on Twitter where on the back of the videos of Governor Wike and his band of governor brothers, someone tagged the current governor of Enugu, Ugwuanyi, saying that he was the worst governor in Nigeria, calling him the Buhari of Enugu. People immediately jumped in and shared their own anecdotes, calling him a lover of parties, Semo and Ogbono. Now, other Nigerians contested that and said, no, their own governors had to be the worst in the country. That's Abia, and Kogi and Benue. All were up for grabs. Now, governors are equally as culpable as the president for the rot that is in Nigeria today. And so we really should care. So I'm asking, do you know who is running for governor in your state? Do you know who is the best out of the 18 candidates presented by the parties? We really should care. Now, starting with Abia in alphabetical order, Emenike Ikechi is APC's candidate. And from the internet, the most interesting thing about him is that his wife is the current ambassador to the US for Nigeria. Then we have Gregory Ibe for ABGA, a professor and chancellor of Gregory University. Guess who that's named after? Then you have Uche Ikone of PDP, also a professor and a current vice chancellor of Abia State University. And then finally, you have Alex Oti for Labour Party, who used to be the group managing director for Diamond Bank and served briefly as governor of Abia between 2015 and 2016 until the Supreme Court ruled in favor of PDP's Ikpeazo. All I can say is please, let's be as discerning about the governors as we are about the president, and let's vote wisely. Speaking of governors, last week, Wike and his band of brothers, also known as G5 and tagged now as the IPDP, the I standing for integrity. Luckily, I also stands for irony because this whole political shenanigans are filled with that. Now, Wike tasked us not to forget history and pointed out that his demands for Ayu to resign are reasonable compared to the conditions that Atiku gave Jonathan in 2015 when Jonathan went to plead with him for his own support. Now, fair enough, we shouldn't forget history, but it would be good for Wike to also not forget history, because history indicates that not only is he scathing about Jonathan, and he's also scathing and apparently not even in good terms with Patience Jonathan, on whose back he rode to prominence, first as minister in her husband's cabinet and then as governor of Rivers, which she helped battle Amechi for in his favor. He even once called her his Jesus publicly. But this is a woman he's no longer speaking to today. So who is forgetting history? Let's not forget Chimamanda's charge that we should beware of the dangers of a single story, especially when that single story is coming from the mouths of career politicians who really have no value, no track record outside being in government. Literally being in government is their life. And so they'll do anything to stay in it. Last thing I'd like to talk about is the continued attack on the bimodal voter accreditation system, otherwise known as BVAS. Last week, the latest attack came from the national chairman of APC, Adamu Abdullahi, who told stakeholders that it was very unlikely that we could successfully use BVAS and IREV. IREV is INEC's results viewing portal. Now, this portal allows us to see polling unit by polling unit real time what the results were and to confirm that the results haven't changed and it was actually what was tabulated that was counted. Now, we've had decades of rigging in Nigeria, and these two platforms are designed to try and mitigate that. We've had previous attacks on the use of beavers, including a lawsuit that's filed in Imo State trying to get the courts to stop INEC's use of beavers. We've also had civil society raise alarms about plans to compromise the use of beavers and IRF. So we really must stay vigilant, and fingers crossed we can get them to be used successfully in the 2023 elections and keep improving the integrity of our elections. That's it for me on Political News in 5. Have a great week ahead. Stay tuned to more. Stay safe and stay well.